Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome to your power message for Thursday. Sending you so much love, and the readings are so powerful right now. We're doing focused readings right now in 2023, so you may notice that the Divine Feminine readings are getting longer. The readings that we're doing are getting more intuitive and intense because you're more closer to union now than you've ever been before, as the masculine is transforming into the eagle. So the masculine has been transforming from the stag into the eagle, a bit like the way that the caterpillar transforms into the butterfly. And the butterfly flies free, and that's where your masculine is. So your masculine is seeking freedom to be available for you, sorting out their life, making changes. So have faith in your journey. So I'm going to bring in, to begin with today, a Divine Feminine power message. I also want to bring up some information. One of our soul family asked me a question, and he asked me this question in a video, and I answered the question. I've made a few notes of what I put because I really want to share it with you, because it may be on your mind right now as a Divine Feminine, the points that he brought up. And this is our soul brother Sam, and I actually shared his video from his channel on my community page, so you can go and check out his channel and watch his videos, and he talks about the journey. It's very powerful. Also, watching, a manly viewpoint as a Divine Feminine, if that makes sense, because I know there's so many of you that watch the videos who are, male operating in Divine Feminine energy. Whether that's because you are in a same-sex connection or you are in, a heterosexual connection, it's showing you your power. You are in your power right now, and you're finding your way. So let's start with a feminine message. So what's your power message for this day? What's your power message for this day? And I have actually started sharing as well little short videos with the I Can Do It calendar. It's just something they've guided me to do, because I'm not guided to use the calendar in this series, but you may be missing it a little bit. And it's really exciting for me because I'm not pre-recording those. So every day I'm kind of looking at the calendar and then doing a little short video. So I'm really enjoying those too. So the message is, you are gaining direction from above. So remember, you are always guided. You are guided by angels, ascended masters, your higher self, your own guides, your loved ones in heaven. You are gaining direction. So you're being shown the way, always. You're being, guided what to do, where to go, what to say. You're receiving answers and information. You're always being guided from above. And fear is illusion. So you're gaining direction from above, that fear is illusion. It's not real. Separation is illusion. It's not real. All the things that we worry about on this journey are ego-based, and it's not real. Fear is a false experience appearing to be real. And the main one is, will they ever return? Are they going to come back? And that's through our own vulnerability, and because we may not be trusting in the love. So today, bless everyone, including yourself. Bless everyone. That means understand that everything has a reason. There's a reason for every karmic situation. There's a reason for every job. There's a reason for every karmic partner. There's a reason for every conversation, every sign that you see. There's a reason for everything. So bless everyone and everything, including yourself. So this is also about being in the energy of love, responding with love, and feeling at peace. And this really resonates with what I'm going to message, so what I'm going to talk about. So in the message that I responded to Sam in his video, it was this, and these are things you already know inside. Trust what you feel and what you intuitively know. Release all doubt to heaven, and remember your power as a twin flame and a light worker and an empath, the reason why you've got twin flames. It's everything you need. And that's why in the Twin Flames Everything You Need to Know playlist, I tend to put in there everything you need. So also to remind you that if you need any extra guidance on this journey, there is guidance there for you. Ask Archangel Shamuel, the finding angel, to guide you to the information you need. Because you may be overwhelmed. You may go to the playlist and be overwhelmed because there's lots of videos there. But everything is, as it's meant to be. So ask the angels to guide you. There's videos there on separation. There's videos about karmic partners. There's videos about celebrity connections. There's many, many things that you can connect with. And All paths lead home. So what Sam was actually asking about is, if he took a detour and, took a soulmate, or, he went a different path, or if, the masculine is on a different path, what does it mean? Well, really, you can't mess anything up because all paths lead home. And that's what I've written here. Everything is a lesson regarding other people. You would be a teacher to them and they would be a teacher to you. You can't mess anything up. There are no wrongs, as everything leads to a right. So in other words, every person is creating value. Okay, so the karmic partner that your twin may be with has value. Why? Because they're teaching you and them valuable lessons. So we see it differently. So instead of being jealous of that person or angry towards that person or feeling that that person is, keeping us from what we want, we start seeing it as, wow, that person is actually bringing in lessons that have value, helping you to not be as triggered, to release jealousy, envy, all of those things, but also to understand that they may have the distorted version of your twin, the unfinished version, and you're going to receive the complete version. So it's about understanding that person is really ironing out all the creases before you get them in their power. Does that make sense to you? So you can't mess anything up because all wrongs make a right. And he also asked me about how will the masculine be? And this is also all making sense now what they're saying. But how will the masculine be when they, return? How are they going to be spiritual? Are they going to be wearing different clothes? Are they going to be, talking in tongues? What are they going to be like? And they're going to be more like you. Okay? In other words, they're going to feel more authentic to you. They're going to be open and talking about the love. And, it doesn't mean they're going to be away with the fairies and meditating, doing all these things. It means they are going to be more switched on, tuned in and turned on to heaven and themselves and what they want. That's a divine masculine power. That's how you'll know things have changed, because it will feel more balanced, more harmonious to you, and it will feel different than the struggle that you may have been through and the chaos that you may have been through and the way that they feel chaos in their mind. So I put, she or he will be in power, authenticity and truth, and always trust your own truth over any tarot reading or any tarot reader. I've spoke about this before. If someone does a reading for you and it doesn't resonate with you or it triggers you in any way, remember, trust yourself. You know your truth better than anyone. Okay, you are an intuitive, psychic, spiritual being. Trust in that. So if something feels off to you or not right, there's a reason. It either doesn't resonate with you because it's not for you, or it's something being triggered in you that needs to be healed. I also want to share this with you, okay? Because somebody put a comment in the comment section, and sometimes I'll save things to share at a later date about if something isn't resonating. And I put, if something doesn't resonate, either leave it or heal it. Sometimes it's something repressed within us that we are not seeing or aware of, that we are needing to understand and face. So if something triggers you in a reading, it's because you're healing that. And, that's something that's been healed. If something just doesn't resonate with you, you know the difference. Like I don't resonate with readers who swear, because that's not the energy I operate in. Or if something's very negative towards the divine masculine, or, I don't resonate with those types of readings. And I also like high energy readers, people who lift you up, because that's what energy we need to be operating in. And that resonates with my energy. That's why misery attracts misery. In other words, if you're feeling miserable, you may find that other miserable people are around you, or people operating that energy. If you're operating in excitement, you may find that other excited people are around you, because you attract what you are. So I just want to share a beautiful message that I saved from one of our soul sisters. So let me just bring this in. And, every now and again I bring in these testimonies because they buoy your faith and they bring in power. So we've got this beautiful lady, okay, says, the dark is where they learn and grow. A true statement that was actually shared with me by my masculine. Maybe not in those exact words, but the meaning remains the same. He says when he's quiet, he's thinking on how to move the journey forward, telling me also that all the signs he sees regarding me pushes him to act. And I'm sharing bits and parts of my journey in order to give a little hope to my soul sisters, the divine feminine. Isn't that beautiful? And another one of our soul sisters put, my progress is swift and effortless. I love that because it's such a powerful affirmation. My progress is swift and effortless. Love that. And then I've got another message here I want to read out and talk about, because this lady says, I'm focused on my own journey. My finances are moving on from this. Of course, I will always have the spiritual connection with him, but he's gone straight back to dark karmic ways, and I'm going to move on with the soulmate. Now, first of all, the masculines go into the dark. Listen to what our soul sister says. The dark is where they learn and grow. And this lady is saying he's gone straight back to dark karmic ways. Well, he's still learning. And you're saying, I'm going to move on with the soulmate. Well, if that's what you really feel you need to do, there will be lessons there to learn. But we can never move on from our twin flame, but we can move on from the struggle around the connection. And if that means receiving something you think you need from another being, then a soulmate may be the answer for you, but that won't resonate with everyone. So I know we are one always, and I'm ready for this, but I won't give up on my own journey. But you're not ready for union because there's still things being healed. Okay? If you were fully ready for union, you'd be in union. That's the point I really want to make. And that's from my own experiences, things the angels tell me and share with me and channel. You know, this isn't me saying that to hurt anybody or trigger anyone. It's the truth. You know, I thought for many years I was ready for union, but I clearly wasn't until I was, and it happened naturally. I won't give up on my own journey as a twin flame. It's easier for both of us to be with a soulmate. We just don't fit into each other's worlds. But you'll fit in when the time is right, like jigsaw piece puzzles that fit in at the right time, when you understand the bigger picture. I will always love him and my heart will always be with him. So this is reminding you that, you know, we have to do what feels right for us in each moment. And maybe a soulmate will bring in something you need, and the universe knows that and will send that in. You know, but if no matter what you do, nobody is working out for you, it's because your twin is meant for you. And that's what the angels want you to know. So let's go to the book then. So this is the daily guidance from your angels book. It's really beautiful. So let's see what the angels want us to know. So today we've got the message, pamper yourself. And it says, you deserve to receive. And you do. You deserve to receive love, abundance, magic, blessings. You deserve to receive. Why? Because you are a child of God. And you deserve to receive good in your life. And you deserve to receive wonderful treatment. You deserve to receive extra special care, great gifts, and other forms of pampering from the world. The price for all of this indulgence is your gratitude, which is the sweet energy wave that carries these offerings to you and all others. So in other words, when you're grateful, you're in the energy of receiving. So when you're grateful for all the things in your life now and all the things you want to attract in, the universe will begin to bless you and things will start showing up like magic. That's why the book by Rhonda Byrne, The Magic, is so powerful, because it taps us in with what gratitude truly is and how powerful the words thank you really are. And until I read that book, I didn't even realise how grateful I was for things. And I wasn't grateful for some things at all. I took things for granted. So this is about being aware, being the observer, noticing things as they go on around you in your life. So the universe is saying to you, all you have to do, the price you have to pay to receive your dreams is to be grateful. Doesn't mean you have to fork out lots of money for things, or you have to, get healers on your side or any of these things. It means all you have to do is be grateful. Be grateful for today, and tomorrow is going to be blessed beyond measure. It's now time, which means the time is now, to work on joyously accepting the bounties in your life. So again, it's about accepting things as they are, appreciating things as they are, and being at peace with things as they are. True acceptance means guiltless gratitude, founded on the knowledge that as you receive, you allow others the pleasure of giving. And that's so true. There's nothing nicer than giving without expecting something back. Seeing the look on someone's face when you give them a gift or help them out, or, something you do, it has, value, because that makes you feel valuable too. And that's why service is so important on this journey, especially as a twin flame, because when we give to others, when we help, when we're operating in our spiritual power, we feel good. So we get much more back for the gift of love or guidance or support or energy or whatever we've given away. To only give without taking is to block the everlasting abundance. And that's true. And that's what the masculines struggle with, because, the feminine as well, we give and we give and we give. And if the masculines aren't ready to receive it or give back to you, or you feel they are taking from you but not giving back, there's an imbalance. And that's when separation comes in, or the stillness, because we're being guided then to give all the things we're giving away, all the things we're giving to them, back to ourselves. So we have to do that to feel balanced. And in union, it's balance. When you give, they give. Okay? I don't have to ask George for things because he gives freely and I give freely to him. It's a very balanced, loving connection. And that's also not just based on what we have in the physical, it's our spiritual bond too. It's the way we connect. And, the thing that really, even now, still shows me on my journey how far I've come is when George goes anywhere. He's got family. I haven't got family now. My family have all passed over. So George has got a big family. He's also a twin himself. He's got a twin sister. So he's got a big family, he's got lots of nieces and nephews, and he's got a very close bond with his mum and his stepdad. And they all live all over the place. So he goes and visits them at sporadic times of the year. And, my schedule sometimes doesn't allow me to go. And why would I want to go? It's his journeys. He's got things to heal and learn and understand with family too. So he needs that time. And in the past, if he'd have gone away, before union, for example, that would have really stressed me out. It would have made me have a panic. It would have made me feel unloved. It would have made me feel like I was doing something wrong. It would have made me feel a lot of things that I had to heal before union to be in union. And the thing that really shows me now how far I've come is how when he goes on these little trips, for however long they are, whether a few days or a week or, a few weeks, however long it is, I can handle it. And I'm okay with it. And I actually use it to my advantage to give back to me. And we don't even really message much. Obviously we're in contact. But before, I'd be like, send me a message, send me a message, send me a message. Why haven't you messaged me? Why haven't you messaged me? I'd be in this energy where nothing would ever be enough. It wouldn't matter how many messages I received or how many Snapchats I received. It would not be enough. But now I'm just at peace. Sometimes I don't even initiate contact because I know I don't need to, because we are telepathically communicating always, whether we are apart physically or in the same house. So that's also what you're being guided to know. Forgive me, fear around that. And let go of fear. Maybe you're thinking, well, when I'm in union, I won't need time away from my twin. That's not what it is at all. Okay? It's about life. And dealing with life. His family live an hour away. His brother lives 2 hours away. So of course he's going to have to travel around and see them. That's a natural thing. It doesn't mean he needs an escape route or he needs to get away from me. It means he wants to spend time with his family as much as he wants to spend time with me. And I understand that, because if my mum was still alive, if I got family around, I would be doing exactly the same thing. So this is reminding you of that, okay? There's nothing wrong. It says, to only give without taking is to block the everlasting abundance. And since you can't dam up an eternal flow, your refusal to receive simply puts a barrier around you. Now, what they're reminding me here as well is service, okay? If you're thinking of working on service or mission, or this is something you're doing right now, you have to receive an energy exchange. It's a natural part of the law of giving and receiving. So in other words, if you're giving free readings or free advice or free Reiki healings or free whatever you're doing, eventually you're going to feel annoyed by that, or you're going to feel resentment, or you're going to feel like, something's not right. Why? Because you're not receiving back for what you are giving. It has to be balanced equally. That's why an energy exchange needs to occur when you are giving. Okay? If you help someone out, they say thank you. Doesn't mean they have to give something back to you. Just thank you is the reward. It's the energy exchange. If you do a reading for someone and you've put energy into that reading and time into that reading, it's only fair and natural and balanced that they give you something back. It could be a monetary amount, it could be a resource, it could be something else. For example, me and Sandra do readings for each other. That's an energy exchange. So I'll read for her, she'll read for me. We don't need to exchange money because it's something we exchange. You may watch a reading and really be inspired by it and feel it's giving you something. So you donate or you send something through Amazon, or you may feel guided to do that. You may feel that a thank you is enough. Commenting, subscribing, becoming a member of this channel. I'm not talking about giving back to me. I'm talking about in general. Okay? This is when, and you know what it's like. When something really moves you and helps you in some way, you want to say thank you, in whatever way you decide to do it. This is the same when we go to a restaurant. If we have great service off our waiter or waitress, we may feel inclined, we want to tip them, not because we have to, but because we want to show them how appreciative we are of what they've given to us. So it's about knowing that and knowing the balance. It says, the current then goes around you and extends to others. So in other words, if you're operating in this energy of giving and receiving, you have more to give. And your light shines even brighter. And that's why at times we need a rest. We need time off. It's been so good for me because I've had 2 weeks off at Christmas to spend with George and to replenish my energy. Maybe you don't know I've done that because this is a daily channel and I do pre-record videos and get everything ready, the way that the angels guide me to keep things going. But I also look after me, so you also have to look after you. If you feel you're busy at work, you need a break too. If you feel like you're giving everything to your kids, you need a little bit of time for you too. So it's about getting the balance right. And that's what I feel this day is about. It's about pampering yourself and giving to yourself and remembering you. It seems, so it says, the current then goes around you and extends to others. It seems to skip you. You may feel ignored by the universe, yet this action actually stems from you. So in other words, when we think we're being punished by the universe or things aren't going to plan, it's because there's things out of balance. So we're being reminded to give back to ourselves, because then we are more in alignment with ourselves. And all you really need is your connection with self and source, because your twin lives in you. And your connection with God and the angels and your guides is all you need to be happy and supported. But it's about realizing that when we're operating in ego and negatives and we're looking for the bad in things and we're blaming everything, we struggle to see that because we can't see past the end of our own nose. So it's also about being very, flexible with ourselves and realizing that things are not always what they seem. Through the process of pampering yourself, it lifts any blocks you have with respect to receiving. Indulge yourself today and every day. So be kind to yourself. Pampering yourself doesn't mean you have to go out and buy yourself, something expensive. It means you just give yourself an extra 5 minutes to breathe. It may mean you watch your favourite show, or you eat your favourite food today, or you have a nice relaxing bath, or you go for a walk in nature, or you plan something. You pamper yourself, you think, okay, what do I want to do this weekend? And then you follow through on those plans. It's giving back to you. And the thought for today is, I pamper myself with extra loving attention. I indulge myself with a nap or a foot rub or some other special treat, and I express my joy about being me. So be kind and loving and gentle to yourself. Speak to your body. Ask your body what it needs. It may need a rest. It may need a massage. It may need a break. Ask your inner child what it needs. It may need fun. It may need excitement. It may need joy. You know, ask your higher self what it needs. It may need meditation. It may need to read a good book, or it may need some time out. So be good to yourself today. Make this day about you and remember your power. And know that everything is working out in your favour and you are safe. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.